When you start a game like Elden Ring, you spawn into a world that already looks ancient. It's a landscape of pre-weathered ruins and deep historical lore, designed to make the environment feel lived in. Our reality follows this exact protocol. The simulation booted up around the year 1500. Antiquity is a procedurally generated lore file loaded during the Renaissance to provide a logical backstory for human history. Standard history relies on physical evidence, like marble busts and aqueducts, to argue for a continuous timeline. Look at the surviving record. Ancient texts typically only exist as copies, appearing after the 14th century. These manuscripts, like this one, follow a rigid, grid-like mathematical structure. This level of organization reflects a massive data rollout, rather than the chaotic, messy trail left by organic human progress. These artifacts represent a calculated data injection. A system architect requires this fake history to fulfill 3 core IT functions. The first function is bootstrapping. Launching a complex system from zero requires defining base variables before the simulation can run. The newly spawned Renaissance population needed an initial cache of collective memories. Specifics like language and religion were loaded into the network to prevent a total social and psychological system crash. The second function is simulating causality. The matrix requires a fictional cause for every complex present-day effect. Roman law exists as the foundational code justifying modern legal systems. Linguistic evolution is justified through simulated events like the Indo-European migration. The system renders ruins directly into the landscape to anchor these logical chains and give the simulation depth. These ruins were placed at the system start to provide the logical causality required for the simulation to function. The third function involves generic templates. Developers streamline the system by reusing universal foundational code rather than writing new structures from scratch. The Roman Empire serves as the base imperium code for the simulation. This architecture repeats in later historical cycles. It provides the structural code for the Holy Roman Empire. The code manifests again in the British Empire, which replicates the same neoclassical columns and organizational parameters. Cyclical historical events represent retrievals from a central code library. Antiquity is the active beta test for our reality. Discarding the continuous timeline resolves the mystery of forgotten ancient technologies. These advancements were written into the database as already lost items from the start. Next, we go deeper into the log files. We are going to analyze the hidden numerical patterns and mathematical signatures buried in the code of our reality. Stay skeptical.